It is every man, woman, and child's duty to protect our home, our culture, and our families. Why not make the most important decision of your life? Make the safety of your family a personal responsibility, and prove that you have the strength and courage to be free. Join the Helldivers. Travel the galaxy, visit the capitals, meet unusual people, and represent the Federation. Secure the resources we need to preserve our way of life, and create a future for Super Earth. Spread managed democracy throughout the galaxy. Become more than you are. Become a hero. Become a legend.
That's always a pet peeve of mine when a game starts like that. Maybe just from a streaming perspective, because you want to kind of do an intro or something before you do that, and there was almost a sense of satire in that, like spread managed democracy and this and that. But no, it's kind of like, I almost like to guess what sort of genre a game is, because I don't know anything about this. I've obviously never played it before, but we get the little skull dead emoji thing even here as one of the icons on the Steam page, and obviously on this. Like, what a fitting thing for the modern day and era. But no, it's like I don't know anything about it, so I could almost guess. Is it just from the cover art and whatever I saw of that on the Steam page, because that's all I've seen of it. I've never seen a video or anything, so I like going in completely blind like this. Never seen anybody play it, never seen like a clip of it. So I would say, oh, it would have been a third-person shooter, but they kind of ruined that with even the little intro cutscene. It's almost like I hate those things too, because they're like an ad in the beginning of the game. It's like, we already bought the game. Like, you don't need to fucking sell us what the game is about. Like, you can show us now once we enter the game. I just find that kind of irritating. Or like the GTA games always do that. Like the older GTAs will just like start with the cutscene as soon as you open it, regardless of whatever, whether you start a file or not. Yeah, I've never played it. Obviously, it involves shooting and guns, as you could tell from that, or even from the Steam page. But no, what game did I hilariously guess wrong what the genre was? I kept saying Honkai Star Rail. I kept saying it was a bullet hell game, like where you'd be on rails basically, and you would just control the shooting aspect. It just seemed like that somehow, from what little I saw about it, like the aesthetic and stuff. Yeah, this is going to be almost in tribute to the fact that Part 2 came out. Of course, I've never played this, so rather than just to play Part 2, I'm kind of anal about playing stuff in order. But normally this format is more suited to play, again, something either new or something that's kind of dying out or about to go offline. So I kind of doubt this actually will go offline. I didn't know that Sony actually made it, but whatever. It's a good opportunity to at least try it. I didn't really know what else to play. That delisted game site isn't as active as it used to be. How ironic. I'm running out of ideas because they used to be on top of it. Now they'll just put it like the day before or something. It's kind of less descriptive. So now delisted games has been delisted basically. Like, you can't rely on it anymore. Keep telling you, but that would always give me good ideas. Like, I miss Spec Ops. I should have played that because people told me to play that back in the day too, just because it has to do with like psychology and different things like this that obviously are one of my core interests. I always used to do psychology related content, or it's going to be, you know what, like some sort of fucking RTS game or something. But obviously I'm not going to do anything multiplayer related. This obviously opens the door. Maybe I'll play the sequel because of doing this, but I don't like to usually play stuff right when it comes out, but I've been doing that maybe more lately than usual because I have both the Wednesday and the Saturday format where I sort of do something I've never done before. I haven't done in a while, so it's kind of Wednesday is meant more for like, it could be something I've done before, but it could just be like, you know, I played Genshin Impact and I hadn't played that in several years, so just whatever random thing comes to mind. And Saturday is meant more for something that is sort of under pressure a little bit, like I said, something about to go offline, things like that. So my little tagline title for this, because I always take pride in my titles a little bit, is that this almost could be like a tagline for the game. It's only Helldiving if you come back out, as in like, otherwise it would be Helldrowning if you die, and it's very fitting for me doing a first playthrough permadeath. Like, you dive in, but you got to make sure you made that one dive count, because you're not going to get another one. So we'll have to swim back up to the surface at the end of the game, metaphorically speaking. So, yeah, I kind of like the whole intro cutscene sarcasm. I couldn't appreciate it fully because I was kind of triggered by the fact that who's even there, but just it seems to have a little satirical sense of humor or something like that. And You know what it almost reminded me of, just from the Steam page and the aesthetic, is that movie. What was that movie that Roger Ebert and Siskel argued about? You have any idea how little that narrows it down? Of course, because they did that with a lot of fucking movies. But I think it's called Starship Troopers, where like they're shooting the bugs that come out of the sand over and over for like the whole movie, and so it almost gives you vibes like that. I don't know if it'll be anything like that really, but and even with the satire, I think that movie did have some satirical element to it as well. Democracy Strikes Back, Masters of the Galaxy, Turning Up the Heat, A New Hell. This isn't like a special, or is it? I don't know. Like a special version of the game. I can't remember. Sometimes when you go to buy an older game, the only version that's available is like some Game of the Year edition or with some DLC or something, right? It almost becomes impossible to buy the original version of the game without all that, or it's kind of, I don't know, it's easy to miss what exactly you're doing because it's not really that important to me. I don't even like to look at controls because that might spoil something somehow. Settings, let's just put difficulty to max. That would be the only thing I really care about. But yeah, let's see what we can do here. Will it let us choose some faction? We get to be the bugs or the humans, or we get to be, I don't fucking know. Helldivers training facility 2403, undisclosed location. Oh, it's gonna be like a top-down perspective, which I do like. This dude looks like right out of Borderlands. Isn't this like the same guy who Claptrap who's always behind you, but just from like a different angle? Why does that remind me so much of him? Yeah, what games have I played in this perspective recently? I feel like it's very rare that I have, or at least in the shooter context. I'm Instructor Bot 84. This is Helldivers training facility. Okay, I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting it to be like a third-person shooter, like a, you know, over-the-shoulder perspective. I oversee I-Day Helldiver training program, which will get you ready for combat deployment. There's an 11. Every robot in a game is either GLaDOS from fucking Portal or Claptrap from Borderlands. Those will be the two that everybody always references, regardless. Which will get you ready for combat deployment. There's 11.8% chance you'll die. Sensors indicate recruit one quiet gamer is still asleep. Oh, don't call me that though. Let me name myself something within the game. That's kind of lame. My fucking Steam name, which in some forms I could dox you if you don't want people to know it. This is a single player experience, but you're using my fucking thing to immersion already broken, 0 out of 10, game ruined. And there's something weird with this game where if you tab out, you can't see it on here, but it opens like the bordered windowed mode every time you tab out. Sensors indicate, okay, E to wake up, WASD for bipedal motion. Is that actually going to be a mechanic that you have to hold E every time you want to wake up? Yeah, it's kind of a novelty for me to play a game like this, though. Just the perspective is, I can't think of too many games I've ever played like this. It's not like it's a rare genre, it's just one that it's like Diablo games for me, except I made a point over the last couple years to do that. What? Lesson 1, death, dismemberment, or injury can be sudden. But I didn't die, though, did I? Oh, fuck, I skipped it. It's imperative the recruit rectifies the situation or death will occur. Hold E to get back up. Okay, I didn't die though, right? My bar didn't reach 0 because I don't want the fucking tutorial bot to be the end of my permadeath run because that can't happen. Like, what was that one game, that stupid game, Hunt Showdown? I like died in the fucking tutorial. Getting help from a teammate? Oh, no. That's not going to happen. So not only is it first playthrough permadeath and solo, it's also going to be, obviously, that's the penalty of it being solo, is that we wouldn't be able to get picked up by anybody else. Unless, I guess there's a actual bot, not like this kind of bot, but like a bot player that you can play along with. Only 11.89% die at this facility. Do not decrease this facility's performance by dying. Yeah, because that's really what you're worried about, not our safety. Pick up the ammunition box to replenish your ammunition. Although I guess it is one of those elitist philosophy things that I often sort of do that pseudo RP going way back. Like, it is your fault if you die, so why would you complain? Like, what is that? Like, you set somebody up to fail, but you're the one who fucked up. Like, oh yeah, like with I always said that with Palpatine and Dooku and Anakin. It's like Palpatine sends Dooku to fight Anakin and Obi-Wan, and then Anakin dismembers and kills Dooku, right? When he's in the throne room and he's acting all like he's a hostage. But the thing is, if Dooku was really so capable, he would have just killed Anakin and beaten him, and, you know, then what's the problem? So the fact that he was weak enough to be killed by Anakin sort of shows you that's what dictates Sith philosophy, basically. Strength is all that matters. Pick up the ammunition box to replenish ammunition. As in 3, your weapon is currently empty. Solve this by pressing R to reload. But you can just keep picking it up. You get nice little voice commands and stuff. This is the AR-19 Liberator. It's perfect for liberating foes from life. Eliminate all 4 targets. Hold right click to aim. Do I really have to do that though? I can just kind of blind fire, can't I? It doesn't seem really all that effective though. There seems to be a weird slant to it. That is a very satisfying animation though. Already fucking ran out of ammo while doing it. Reloading discards remaining rounds in the magazine, which is a mechanic that almost no shooter ever has. I always praised the Cry of Fear for having that realistic element where you don't just magically get them back, or there is some real life technique where you can kind of mash the old clip together, but as if the random dude in Cry of Fear, any of these games like Far Cry or something, would know how to do that or be able to do it that quickly. So realistically, you shouldn't do that. Or those are so many of the features that modern shooters, AAA games don't have in them, like that one where the clip gets lost if you reload, like GTA doesn't do that. It doesn't have limb damage. It doesn't have crouch button. Like all these basic things that you would think modern games should have by now. GTA 6, like it should have limb damage. It should have, you know, all these other different dynamics that we've seen for decades in other games. But it's weird that as big a budget as some of these games have, a lot of it is just superficial. Like, oh, it looks better, but it's not really that much deeper mechanically, or they don't really take it any other direction. Like fucking Fallout 3 from 2008 had limb damage, and yeah, GTA 6 is not going to, maybe. When you start aiming with the right click, the cursor will always appear immediately in front of you. To maximize the damage, the shot must be hit in the center of the target. Hit the center of all targets indicated by red stripe. Oh, is that always going to be on every enemy that we see, though? Yeah, just give me some fucking bugs to shoot. Non-critical damage detected. Wait, I thought I just did it. Hit the red and the center stripe. Oh, that's really hard to do. There is actually some amount of recoil there. Proceed to grenade range for grenade training. Or like, you know, Hatred is like this. The game that you can't probably even talk about. Ooh, it starts with an H. It's a bad game that's banned from Twitch, whatever. But the point is, it's in the same perspective. That much at least I know. I can't think of too many off the top of my head. Grenades cause massive damage to lightly armored targets. Throw a grenade with G. And simultaneously destroy all targets. You get your little shift to sprint. This is really not what I was expecting, though. Maybe the sequel is going to be in proper third person, but that wouldn't really make sense either. Less than 5 grenades cause massive damage. Okay, I thought there'd be something else.
Throwing grenade.
Okay, I kind of overshot it a little bit. Fail. Grenades are replenished. Why was it fail, though? Did I miss the one? He went down back in that fucking thing anyway. How am I supposed to know what the distance of it is? So he goes a lot farther than I expected.
Throwing grenade.
Oh, fuck. Fail, grenade replenished. Like, it's still making them fucking go down, dude. Just like the bugs are gonna crawl back under the sand to fucking... We're gonna get this bot along with them. Okay, stage complete when throwing grenades. Aim further away for a longer throw. Oh, I didn't know I was actually influencing that. I thought it was always a fixed amount. Simultaneously destroy all targets. Okay, here we go again. Yeah, simulate the thing, though, by making me, that should guarantee your position. That almost makes it too easy, but that should be almost like a hard mode condition. You have to blind fire everything. You have to blind fire. Oh, that would be kind of a cool playthrough, actually. Like a hard mode playthrough. You can only blind fire shoot, and you can only blind fire grenade. You can't actually hold the right click down at all. Because if you do that, why is it so off? Look at what's happening with this. My little cursor there, which you can barely see, right? It's like on the HLS. But you're not shooting at the HLS. It's way off. I don't understand that.
Reloading.
You might say it's recoil or something, but it's completely not even close to that. When in combat, coordinating fire and maneuvers with squad members is essential. Well, we're not going to have any, so I guess we're dead already. Lifelike Helldivers have been activated in vague guilt if accidentally eliminated. For this lesson, you must use your sidearm. Press I or use the mouse wheel to equip. I like how it shows that. Like an uninitiated player would be like, it's showing me all 3 buttons. What the fuck do I do? But it's obviously highlighting the, like, it makes it so unclear. Just press all of the buttons. To equip your sidearm, the P2 Peacemaker, eliminate 3 targets. Do not eliminate the Helldivers. Dude, fuck off. Why should I have to worry about that? Yeah, the blind fire thing would drive me crazy. Yeah, I don't think I want to play it like that, but... Oh, what? What? I don't know if that means I got it. Like, these don't have the red critical damage thing. Okay, fine. Press 1 for sidearm, 2 for primary weapon, 3 for support weapon. You can also use the thing to switch them. Okay, what is 3? Oh, I don't even have it yet, I guess. This came out in like 2015, I believe. Sprint to cover distances more quickly. Press left shift while moving to sprint. Tactical repositioning, bravely running away. My specialty in games. As you could tell with a format like this where you kind of have to do that at times. I'm gonna fucking fall off the side. I would run faster than a recruit and I have only one leg. Return to start. Oh, I wasn't trying to do anything. I was just fucking walking around. What? What is even the thing that we're trying to do here? Fail what? I would run faster and I only have one leg. Return to the starting area to reinitialize sprint sequence. What the fuck are you talking about? Left shift to sprint. Okay, so sprint. This just seems kind of random. I'm just walking through a hallway. Like what? These will close, I guess? Okay. Wow, really impressive. Weapon fire can be avoided by hitting the deck. Crawl past the live fire turrets. Whatever you do, do not stand up during the exercise. Press space to go prone. So you don't have to hold it down. You can just do it. I learned this from Amnesia the Bunker. Haha. So what the fuck are we avoid? Okay, that kind of scared me a little bit. I assume that we can go through this, but there'll be like some fucking mines on the ground that fuck us over. Okay, that is very scary because in case I accidentally fuck up, if I sneeze and clicks at my mouse, it'll make me stand up and get killed. Basic training complete. Recruit is now an expert at combat. Proceed to the next area for specialized Helldiver training. This format isn't quite as fun if you don't have as much time to play. Like some of my favorite sessions in this Flex format, which I've been doing since pretty much the beginning of last year, right? January 2023, I think around there I started. And it's like I would do like these 4 or 5 hour sessions of a game I've never played before and really slow pace it and take my time. Whereas with stuff like this, it's like I'm not going to rush because I hate to do that. I'm going to take my time and play it slowly, methodically, you know, ramble on, do whatever I want to do with it, right? That's just how I like to play stuff. But the bad thing with that is if you only have like an hour or something to play, that just makes it feel a little bit worse, but I'm still fine with it. Behind this gate is where 94.27 fatalities occur. You will learn the most devastating warfare discipline, stratagems. Helldivers support personals will destroy stratagems within seconds of request. Includes equipment, ordnance, vehicles, munitions. This allows for extreme tactical flexibility is key to victory. Yeah, we'll make it a no stratagem run. I am the stratagem. Support stratagem, left control to bring up the radio, WASD. You input the combination for supply. Oh, it's gonna be like some old school fucking thing, up, down, left, right. Like all in order or whatever. Some Contra cheat code. Combination for resupply. Call in the resupply stratagem by holding left control and enter. Oh, it actually is though. Down, down, up, right. What the fuck? Down, down, up. But it does show you that. Is now equipped with the stratagem beacon. Hold left and release to throw or Q to cancel. I don't really understand that mechanic, or it's not something I'd really want to use. A Hellpad pod has now been launched from the Helldiver ship in orbit. Stand clear of the designated deployment zone. Bodily dismemberment may occur otherwise. Stand clear, okay. Is now clear. Oh, that really would have killed you. Is clear to call in air support. Use the dive bomb stratagem and destroy all targets. Left click WASD, then throw. Indicator dive bomb.
Firing for effect. Over.
Okay. Targets have been eliminated. Note the dive bomb has a limited number of uses. Use it to replenish between missions. Okay, fine. Defense. It won't even let me walk fucking 5 steps. Recruit is now able to deploy AMG-2 minigun turret to defeat multiple targets. Turrets automatically track and engage targets. Okay. all these kind of cheesy mechanics to make it feel too easy and like they're doing too much stuff for you. I'm already kind of confused, but it's giving you like all kind of different commands that you can do here. Warning, please acknowledge that the minigun turret does not have any safety mechanism. Go prone. Oh shit. When you do that, you have to, well, first of all, you have to stay away from it or it'll just kill you. It takes a certain amount of time, but when you do that, you kind of get it in your hands. You have to remember that everything can just be turret versus turret, and you can just fucking lay down here. This will be my primary strategy, but you'll only have so many of them to use, I guess. Yeah, this is going to be a bullet hell game more than anything else. So I was kind of right that it's a third-person shooter, but I wasn't right really about the perspective. Proficient with stratagems used. Yeah, they're kind of mechanics that sort of just carry clowns like me. Auto reinforces in effect when a single Helldiver attempts a mission. Number of auto reinforces available has increased with each mission objective completed. Auto reinforces. If a squad of Helldivers sustain casualties during combat, it's up to the other squad members to request reinforcements. Well, we don't have any of that in line here, though. The Helldiver will soon become a casualty. It is your task to reinforce. Now, use reinforce to call in a new Helldiver. Combination. Okay, whatever. We just keep using these. You go this, right, left, up. Again, not something I really want to do, but if it is going to give me like AI buddies to go along with, and if I feel like I have to do that, then so be it. I don't know if you have to do it in like the same spot, or we'll destroy even what little is left of them there with the impact of it. Reinforce will redeploy all squad members that are killed in action on beacon activation, a luxury that we, of course, do not have. Congratulations, you will now attempt simulated Helldiver mission. Mission is the final steps before they're awarded the rank of private. Yeah, we're playing like little fucking cardboard cutouts. That is basically what a player is to us, because we're never going to see an actual real player, because I'm not going to play like that even if people are actually doing this. Simulated mission, locate and complete 2 objectives, then extract. Press tab to open the map and find the path to the objectives. The map also scans for patrols. The alarm will be triggered if patrols detect Helldivers. This causes an encounter with enemy warriors. Avoid patrols or eliminate them before they have the chance to alarm. Okay. You've been given access to the machine gun stratagem. It's up to you if you want to call it in. Let's just try not to really rely on those things, but I almost don't even want to look at the map. Let's just explore around. I'm going to assume these are always friendly, but one of them is actually going to be an enemy fucking bot. Sam sight is activated by performing multiple input. That's the best way to get any sort of protagonist in a video game. Just have an enemy dress up like a NPC and you'll never know the difference, because an enemy could never do that for real, or vice versa. Like, if you just dress up as an enemy, like you have a red bandana like in Far Cry 3 and now you're a pirate, so fuck it. Nobody will ever suspect anything. Sam sight, you actually do that in Far Cry 3 too. You just become one of Hoyt's men, and like, he doesn't know your face. They've been losing their mind about Jason Brody the whole game, and you're just sitting there in front of him, in front of Hoyt, and you're Jason Brody. He doesn't know your voice, he doesn't know your face. I guess you could be wearing like a mask or something over it, but Sam's sight is activated by performing multiple input stages of the terminal. Press E on the screen and follow the prompt presented. What exactly is it doing? Is it gonna... Don't do anything fucking multiplayer based. Sam sight. What is this Sam sight though? Is that a patrol? I'm going to assume it is. Yeah, that's good, I guess. So we're gonna have a limited amount of things that we can abuse as far as the objective complete. Activate Sam sight. You've been awarded with an auto reinforce. You will be redeployed after sustaining fatal injury. Oh, maybe this should count, but it really shouldn't. Use the map to find your next objective. Extra auto reinforce. I shouldn't be allowed to do that. Yeah, as if that's not an alarm in and of itself, that they would fucking hear all that gunfire. What exactly are we fighting against? These are just like robots. They haven't established like the enemies too much here. But this is just a simulated thing anyway. I'm just expecting something to do with bugs crawling out of the sand and shit. Or rather, we keep reloading so flippantly, but I'm not realizing this is a research sample scavenged enemy controlled planet for similar items to upgrade your existing weapons and stratagems. You can find upgrades in the ship armory. you know, I keep reloading like it's not a game that actually punishes you for that, but it's already told me. This is a research sample scavenge enemy. Okay, we've seen that. Oh, I think they're gonna say something different there. Take cover by saying it loudly and fucking announcing your presence. You can't crouch, but you can go prone, which not enough games have that feature either. Another thing that GTA games don't have. It's so hilarious to me that GTA 5 didn't have a crouch button, and these brain-dead shit-brain fanboys actually defend it. Like, ha, why do you need a crouch button? Just use the cover system. Like, a fucking third-person shooter doesn't need a goddamn crouch button? Like, every other one in existence has it? Like, why not? How does it hurt to have it? There's so many scenarios where it could potentially be useful. This, like when you're not next to cover, but you still want to crouch to potentially avoid fire, or, you know, the angle geometry that I always talk about. Like there's a car over here and you're over here, so you're not at the car yet and somebody's shooting you from the other side. But if you crouch here or go prone, then it makes them less likely to hit you because the car will act as cover even though you're not up against it because it's still in between you and you're below it. But instead here you just have to stand up like a fucking clown or hunch over like 1 inch like the stupid stealth system does, where you just like bend your back a little bit, and that's the quote-unquote stealth system. Like, what the fuck? This is the entrance to the deep abyss where the bug... Oh, here we go. This is totally it, dude. They copied Starship Troopers. What a good... or maybe bugs is just like an acronym for something else. No, I mean, it's even showing you the eggs and stuff. Call in the Nux Hellbomb stratagem and use WASD. Enter the combination. Once it's deployed, destroy the objective. Do I have to, though? I'd rather just do it manually. I guess maybe you can't. Okay, left, right, up. Wait, what? Oh, shit, you got the alarm. Okay, they're not really doing a whole lot to me yet. What do I do? I guess I could use one of my... Oh, no. I forgot that I can reload. I was just acting like I'm out. I'm destroying that fucking clown guy. So maybe you can't use your special ability while you... Enemy has sounded the alarm. You could just go on an endless loop, I guess, of constant patrol. They're not really doing anything, though. Can I do it now? Fuck. Just gonna keep doing it. Are you serious, bro? Yeah, nice spray and pray there, dude. Okay, can you just give me a second to fucking do this? Oh my god, maybe I should just be faster with doing it. Like, how are they gonna call for help that quickly? Whoa, dude. They're not gonna let me do anything, huh? Holy shit. I'm gonna have to call in a supply crate thing. It's not like I'm protecting a particular zone to... Or no, I guess I can just do it anyway.
Supplies incoming.
Wouldn't that deal with these clowns too as they walk through? This would be like the perfect trap moment. It's gonna take a while for that to actually happen. So, again, these guys are really no threat to me. I can just kind of run them in a circle, do the old Scooby-Doo. They're not really shooting anything at me. But no, it'd be so strategic if I, like, ran them through that and got them killed by that, too. I don't know what the radius is on it. I don't really want to find out. The Hellbomb needs to be manually armed, finish deploying. Manual armor detonated in a few seconds. Everything in significant radius will be obliterated. Sounds perfect to me, but I can't really get up close to that. Or are they destroying it? I need like a melee fucking thing. I'm assuming I'll get another one, but maybe I'll fail and that'll be it. Okay, I'm gonna have to use these special abilities because nothing's really working for me. I feel like I should only be allowed to use like one at a time though, at least until the timer is up. Look at how long this shit is going on for. But the alarm system can be very fucking annoying, where I like the idea of the act of it falling down doing damage to them though. They just won't ever stop, bro. Or yeah, I forgot that that's actually going to damage me, but it won't shoot me. Well, it'll only shoot, well, actually, it might just do whatever the fuck it wants. Yeah, I just gotta be careful about it. Are you serious, bro? Or am I doing it wrong? Why does it keep going away?
Stand by.
Okay, do it there and just wait. Like, why is this so difficult? Do it for 20 seconds, then you gotta manually do it. This guy will take care of the clowns. I was acting like I couldn't do them in combat. But I guess the rule that I'll say is as long as the timer's going, I can't do another one. Like, I gotta wait till this one's done before I could summon the turret or something like that. I don't think it'll really shoot at me, though. Warning needs to be made. Oh, shit. Did I do it? Did I do it? Enemy sounded the alarm. Oh, my God. I don't know what even happened. Did it blow it up or not? That's perfect too. Obviously, destroy all the shit coming after you too. You've been awarded an extra auto reinforce. Okay, that's gonna be sort of a cheese mechanic. Extract. Of course, I don't know how to do either. Let's use another one of these. The supply crate. How about that? Vindicator dive bomb is not actually what I thought it was. These are pretty fun mechanics here that we get, but what is it? This is the supply crate thing. 15 seconds. Go like this.
Dropping equipment.
That's gonna be my biggest problem, is just that I can't fucking keep track of ammo. It sounded the alarm. I mean, look, dude, I can't really do anything about it. Unless this is maybe some ammo. Research sample. Okay, we get it. I love the fucking calling in the ammo is gonna fucking kill them too. Okay, dude. It was a hitless run up to that fucking point, pretty much. Really don't need an automatic weapon at this point. I love the alarms, dude. Like, what do you want from me? Like, what would it take to stop them from doing that? They just never stop. You'd be fine if you can just do this an infinite number of times, which it seems like you can. So that kind of relieves one element of my anxiety. Just the idea that, yeah, this feels like a cross between fucking Starship Troopers and Borderlands. Those are the two things that come to mind, just with the balls-to-walls action and the whole bug element. But these things are more like robots still, rather than bugs. We did destroy the little bug nest, but we gotta actually fight some bugs, period. That'll probably just be where they spawn from later. You like a little Jet Force Gemini vibes, too, just fucking fighting bugs and ants the whole time. I love the whole aesthetic of that game. I've never beaten it, but... And I love Rareware in general, but just like every enemy is an ant, and that's all, like... There's no, like, nuance to the portrayal of them. It's just like... They're just ants, that's it. This almost seems like some sort of undesirable... Extraction locator has been deployed. Input, see, you don't need to use the map. No map run. To request extraction shuttle, this is your last stand, so don't forget to use your remaining stratagems. What, like I'll get attacked aggressively if I try to do this? Or just for the fuck of it, I can show off and do what I want.
Hold out. T-minus 30 seconds.
Yeah, like I'm gonna run out of ammo in the process of doing this. Yeah, you'd rather just spray your whole fucking clip out before anything happens. That alarm mechanic is gonna piss the shit out of me, though, I will admit. That's really where I kept wasting my ammo, was the fact that I kept, but no, this has a pretty good, fun core gameplay. I'm sure there's a multiplayer element that people go crazy about that way, but that's often the big draw of stuff like this, maybe. Or rather, you gotta watch out the shuttle fucking land on top of your fucking head. The same with everything else in this game does. It would have just run me over. Board the shuttle, it will take you to Estes Victory, where you can report to its admiral. You will attain the rank of private and have the honor of wearing the Helldiver cape.
Shuttle leaving. T-minus 10 seconds.
We need like a Helldiver fin, because we're fucking gonna be diving, not flying. What are we, Hell Flyers with a cape? Haha. Helldiver. Okay, private, good. Okay, so that means the game should like officially start at that point, I guess. Welcome to Helldivers. I'm Admiral Quince, Admiral of the SS Prosperity, one of the finest ships in the entire fleet. Defend Jiu Tashi. My task is to supervise your missions, coordinate the efforts of the Super Earth Command, and make sure that we cleanse the galaxy of these vile aliens that hate our way of life. Use the Galactic Campaign map. Oh, he's saying it too. Or he says only parts of it. Overview on the map. Each planet will liberate and add influence to the active region. After all regions have been conquered, we will have a chance to defeat the alien threats by attacking their home world. Interesting. Enter the pod. So I don't know what these timers are. Like, am I really under pressure that way? Like, if I just stick around too long and okay, I'm not doing multiplayer.
Hold on a minute. I'm the science officer. You can ask me anything about the enemies or environments we encounter.
And I'll give you the most correct design. I like how they do only parts of it. Encyclopedia lets you see stuff. And I'll give you the most correct assumption of any one of the crew members.
Is the encyclopedia.
It contains collected scientific and historical information. One last thing, if you bring back samples from worlds you visit, in exchange for research points, which can be turned to upgrade your gear and armory console. Okay, fine.
I hope that we'll be home for Liberty Day.
I really wish I could spend it with my family.
My neighbor apparently pressed charges on his son for not honoring the Super Earth flag.
I think he should learn from the history books that disobeying the law never achieves anything. I thought he was going to say that being so strict about something like that is not a good sign and a sign of tyranny. Disobeying the law never... What is with the accent, too?
Pressed charges.
So they're portraying it in a very blind, loyalist sort of way that is, again, almost seemingly satirical, which, again, they copied Starship Troopers. I was just playing fucking Super Seducer last week for my Valentine's Day thing, and it's like they copied Magnolia with... I got a movie reference for everything. Ex-movie critic, by the way. Frank T.J. Mackey from Magnolia, played by Tom Cruise, one of his more underrated and sort of unique roles. Enlisted since 2/24/2024. 0 mission time. This is almost what I do with games. Like I'll just spend the whole time doing this, and I won't even do a mission. Because I get so enamored with all the shit. Like that one episode will live in infamy, and I actually do have to upload it. Those are like two things I definitely have to upload. Danganronpa, because some of my most viewed clips came from that. Even though I only played the first case, it was still like 4 episodes worth of time. And then number 2 is The Witcher, because that's the one I always refer to where there's like 2 lessons to be learned from it. One is that the first episode is just me reading flavor text the whole fucking time. Literally like a 4 or 5 hour episode or whatever it was. Just because that's how much flavor text there was. Just standing around the tower the whole time and reading through the whole fucking menu of everything because they just bombard you with it. And then the other thing is how I died in that first playthrough Permadeath is that I have like a bag full of food and I'm going fighting these dogs that are spawning like around the town. But I'm too lazy to either wait for my health to regen or to use one of the items. I'm too impatient to wait for the health to auto regen because I had that ability that let me do that, and I'm too stingy to use the shit in my inventory, and yet I still skull dead emoji. Here we go, foreshadowing, dude. And so I just keep going with like half health or less than full health, and then I end up dying because of it. So this is just cosmetic stuff. I don't really care too much about that right now. Assault Next Gen. That's what everybody's talking about with the PS5. They announced the end of the PS5 lifespan. So the PS6 is going to be on the way, and that'll come out before Elder Scrolls fucking 6 or GTA 6 does. It is insane how long some of these modern games have really taken to, you know... It went from like 4 years from San Andreas to GTA 4, 2004 to 2008. Then it went to 5 years from 2008 to 2013 to 5. And now it'll go from 5 years to like 13 years. Like, where did that come from? Why? Just because online was so successful and they sort of dropped school. Assault Liberty. There should be one that actually feels like it has to do with water to make the whole joke out. Oh, yeah, you can just change this on demand, by the way. We're in this futuristic society that would... Or it doesn't even change how you look. It's just your voice. It's like one of those tropes that you can use in either a movie or a game to make it easier. Like, we don't need to hire unique looking actors or anything. We can just have everybody always wearing a helmet so we don't have to lip sync them, or we can all make them sound exactly the same, or you know, they can be the same height like stormtroopers and we never have to show their face, and it just makes everything so much easier to do. I don't really understand what the thing at the top is.
Hello there.
Like if I'm really supposed to worry about that, like with the amount of bullshitting around that I do.
Chief Communications Officer, and this is your armory console.
With this brilliant piece of equipment, you can upgrade your weapons and stratagems, customize your uniform.
New gear, unlocks, whatever you like.
That mechanic is pretty fun, but it almost seems a little bit cheese, like it's gonna be busted. Galactic Campaign, Admiral Quince. Pretty nice, you know, little hub area, but maybe just not big enough. I don't think we can go to any other part of this ship, can we? So we're the good guys trying to spread, how did he say it in the intro? That was a pretty good line. We're trying to spread managed democracy over the universe.
We are going to war against the Illuminates.
Several regions in the southeast quadrant has fallen to the enemies. Like, that's a good way to put it, which is like a thinly veiled way to say that we want to be the ones who are doing the managing, of course. Super Earth broadcast. The recap of what's happened in the war since you last logged in. Here you can see the regions taken and lost, giving you an overview of the current status of the Galactic Campaign. So there's going to be some sort of a dynamic element to this, maybe? Bugs to be exterminated. The Federation has decided that the bug threat is becoming too great. Senator John W. Killjoy has declared, the bugs have been a plague in this galaxy for far too long. They must be eradicated before they spread to other worlds. The Federation further announces that how do they manage to do that, though? I mean, what sort of technology do these bugs have that they would be able to just fucking do interplanetary travel? The Federation further announces that Helldiver troops will spearhead the assault, something that Army Tactical Command looks at in a positive light. The Helldivers are the outfit best suited for the task. While they're on the surface and many bug-infested worlds, they have the possibility to activate lost oil pumps that are essential. We did it for the oil, right? The Iraq War over here. Holy shit, dude. The real reason. Bug-infested world, they have the possibility to activate lost oil pumps that are essential to the survival of the unit. This is a false flag operation. They're not doing it to get rid of the bugs, just it's a pretense. They're doing it for the fucking oil, dude. It's so transparent. Amazing. This is also proven by the fact that Henk Flog, PhD, the bugs rapidly generate fast quantities of oil when they decompose. This is beneficial, but it's not the primary reason why the bugs must be exterminated. They're far too dangerous to be allowed to live. Wow. Totally not blatant. You mention oil more times than you mention the fucking bugs. The terror on Super Earth. A man with cybernetic parts has detonated a bomb in the center of District 48 of Super Earth, killing 8 civilians. Dr. Henk explains the socialistic cyborgs are perverted, lack any sense of responsibility, and have ever since their declaration of independence from Super Earth grown weary and hateful of what they gave up: freedom, democracy, liberty, justice, and decency. He continues, the cyborgs are becoming increasingly threatening in their rhetoric. With the latest development, they have put words into action and, in the most significant way, hurt Super Earth. Senator John Killjoy is proud to announce that Super Earth will not sit idly by. We're on a mission the fleet is mobilizing to prove all the inhabitants of Cyberstan that you cannot kill civilians without retribution. Some cyborg sympathizers question whether or not the lone individual was in any way affiliated with the cyborg nation, to which they respond, those hippies believe there is a single thought of peace in a cyborg's mind, need to be put in jail. Believe there is a single thought of peace in a cyborg's mind, need to put in jail or even executed. We're going to war, and that's the end of the discussion. Hands-free system cleanse of bugs. Wait, why is this shit happening on its own, though? When do I actually get to do something? Illuminate homeworld. We have reason to believe this is like gonna turn into like some sort of sim game, like Chooser in State or whatever that one was, like where it's just all reading the whole time. You're going to be like just a management simulator rather than combat. Illuminate. Oh, they're totally doing this as a fucking joke, dude. WMDs, we're talking about false flags. We're talking about oil. Come on, dude. We have reason to believe that the Illuminates have... Okay. This is a little bit blatant. I was even making fun, but have weapons of mass destruction capable of destroying entire planets, stated House Representative Howley Cole. Is this going to be like references on real names too? He continued, every statement I make today is backed up by reliable. Good one, dude. The unconvicted war criminal George Bush. Let's shit all over him. Whether or not the Illuminates proved... That's what I don't like about the whole Trump hysteria. It's like you can go after Trump as much as you want, like, oh, big bad guy and this and that. But what about George Bush? Like, that's long overdue. If you want to even buy into this corporate bias, you know, pro-Democrat, anti-Republican, fine. George Bush was a big bad Republican, so go after him too for what he did in Iraq. Whether or not the Illuminates prove that was not a reference I was expecting to make here, though. Fuck. Prove that the large threat Mr. Cole is so certain about. Like, would anybody actually defend him, though? Like, who is a fan of George Bush? Who would actually say, oh, yeah, this is a good guy? At best, he's a clown who's stupid, and he would have all these gaffes and stuff. Or is our children learning? Or he would say stuff in such stupid ways. I don't even know. Fool me once, shame on you, and then he kind of stumbles over it. Whether or not basically he made Obama look eloquent and articulate by comparison, so that's how you know. You can always blame the previous president for the circumstance of the next. So, like, if Obama was such a good president, then why did Trump win, after him? People were so disgusted with the Democratic Party that they would even go settle for somebody like that. Whether or not the Illuminists prove the large threat Mr. Call is so certain about is met by little resistance. Whether or not the Illuminists prove the large threat is so certain... I don't know what that even means. Prove the large threat that Mr. Cole is so certain about is met by little resistance. Some sympathizers deny this fact and instead say that the Illuminates are an ancient and wise species. They are no threat to us unless we threaten them. These voices were sent right immediately afterwards through public executions. Okay. Tactical Army Command has drawn out a plan for the Helldivers to go in, investigate, and eventually capture and disarm the WMDs or any other devices that are more technologically advanced than the current Super Earth manufactured technology. Man, they're laying it on so thick, but I kind of like how they're doing this. That's the real reason, just that they're more advanced than we are, so we feel... But then again, if they are, then we shouldn't stand a chance against them either. Senator Killjoy earlier today, and man, this guy's so active. Isn't there another senator that you can name drop besides this guy? The whole time earlier today announced that Super Earth would benefit greatly if we were able to get our hands on the technology. He referred to the power balance, which he explained earlier. The galaxy does not benefit from having a single species that has more advanced weaponry since they will not be afraid of retaliation. Even though by the act of you getting the technology, you'll become that exact thing. Statement sends a clear message to all would-be threats to Super Earth. If they have a more advanced technology than us, be prepared to pay the price. How long is this going to go on before you actually get to Hawking Region's Clan of Bugs? I'm so confused. Okay, war declared bugs, war declared cyborgs. Cleansed of bugs, cleansed of bugs. War declared illuminates assault halted on Hawking Region. Hawking Region and the cleanse of bugs. Assault halted on Hawking Region. Prometheus system is now under Super Earth control. Democracy achieved in Galar Region. I can't even keep up with this. Cyborgs, insurgents defeated Providence. Galar City has fallen to cyborgs. Galar City is now under Super Earth control. Assault halted digs. Democracy achieved. Freedom Peak lost to bugs. Hawking Region cleanse of bugs. Assault. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to do something here. Like, I guess I'll just let it go for now. Or it's not even giving me like a prompt to read into. This is an interesting thing how they're presenting it, but I don't know where the fuck the gameplay starts. This is supposed to be the thing, right? War 133, day 16. Final assault on bugs. Imagine if this was the whole game, though. Like, you don't... Like, what was the point in showing me all those mechanics, then? Nothing I'm clicking here is doing anything. I guess you can skip it, but I don't really want to. It's interesting how much they put into this. Winterhold has fallen to cyborgs. It started off pretty funny, too, with all those fucking prompts, but now they're just... Illuminates defeated a Gyutachi. Highwind has fallen to the cyborgs. Rigel system is cleansed of bugs. Hawknest has fallen. Region is now under Illuminate control. Gyutachi has fallen. I wonder whenever you're in base and stuff, like that stuff is always happening on the top there. Like, it's kind of got a timer and this event's going to happen at such and such time. Democracy achieved in Sega and region. Carl Sagan reference, maybe. Cyborg insurgents. Okay, bugs allowed to live. I should be able to make some plot choices here, though, rather than just read it. Helldiver Troops has finally taken control of the bug homeworld Kepler Prime. And while the goal for extermination has not yet been reached, a drastic change of tactics is employed. Killjoy explains, we have found through extensive research that the bugs generate quantities of oil that we require for a sustainable future. No, that's the definition of an unsustainable future, because unless there's an infinite number of bugs, so you're just going to let them breed just to fucking milk them for the oil. To eradicate them from the galaxy just doesn't seem right from a moral perspective due to this. That's anything but moral, functionalistic. We have collaborated with scientists such as brilliant Dr. Hank to devise a way where we can safely breed the species, potentially harvest more oil than we have done before. There have been minor concerns leading to moral experts saying the bugs have no right to live, referring to the rate at which they spread through the galaxy. Whatever happens next is up to the government, and we know they'll make the right decision. Ursa region now under Super Earth control. This is incredible, though. Who would actually sit through this and fucking... Maybe between every mission there's going to be something like this. This is a representation of our segment of the galaxy. The goal of the Helldivers is to protect Super Earth and advance to the front, eventually eliminate all enemies of Super Earth. After we liberate all regions and reach the enemy home planet, we must commence the final assault to eliminate the alien threat. All Helldivers contribute to the war effort by completing planets. The influence gained will liberate the region, at which point the next region becomes active. The only way for us to win is to all the Helldivers work together, even though there is only one, or some unknown NPC control type of thing. 210 million enemies killed. 4,791,000 something Helldivers lost. 1,115,000 accidentals. 1 friends online. 953 Helldivers online. How could 1 friend be online? What are the chances of that? I hardly even have any friends on Steam. Heroes of the Federation. Hero Influence 37611. Who are these people? Diablo RX. Kane's region. Gellert region. Proving Grounds. Warfront's Proving Grounds. Heroes of the Federation. Don't really care about that. So can I just do it by myself, though, would be the whole question. Whoops. Ryutashi. Possible threat detected. Community influence. I don't know what a lot of this stuff is referring to, but this is the Kane's region, one of many regions of the galaxy. The bar on top is the influence bar, which displays the amount of control we have over this region. When the bar is filled, we are liberated the region. All the planets in the region are allocated to you. Every time you complete a planet, the influence gain will be pushed to notify all other Helldivers of the progress. Planets with higher difficulty will yield more influence. I don't know if it's saying with Helldivers, like, is that a in RP sort of reference, or does it mean it's actually talking about players? Planets with a higher difficulty will yield more influence once it's completed. A new one with the same difficulty will be assigned to you. One of our capital cities under attack. Each mission completed on this planet will add event point. Why are you saying one of our cities under attack, though, so casually? If we fail to liberate this capital city, you will lose the region. 560 Helldivers in this region. Like, people are actually playing this game, maybe because the second one came out, or 398. The Proving Grounds is just where we did the tutorial, right? I think. Or maybe not. Proving Grounds selection. Proving Grounds experts. Assignment Symphonic Trooper. Condition close and personal modifier. Orbital bombs. Gonna leave Proving Grounds. Galactic section map. I don't know what I'm really doing. Let's just do this one because it doesn't have the red exclamation mark thing there. A moist atmosphere. This is a mission select screen. Choose one of the missions. Enter the hell pods on the bridge. After all missions have been completed, the planet will be liberated. Okay, that one we can't do. Required rank 2. There's no way that it would like force you to do it with other people though, right? Like, what if there weren't any people? That's the whole strength of it. That you'd be able to do it solo. Missions, planet difficulty, star, right? Strafing run, planet reward. A moist atmosphere and a heavy vegetation covers the surface, which makes for a hostile but inviting planet. Cyborgs, husks of their former humanity. Cyborgs, husks of their former humanity occupy the planet. This is a one-man mission. No significant, well, does that mean all of them are going to be one-man missions, though? This is what I don't like. It's going to be unclear. Is it going to say that here? Make sure to bring a full team when assaulting it. But what if I don't want to? That's the thing. Low enemy presence, high enemy presence. Escort survivors, capture areas. Well, I don't have to do that right now, but it'd be so annoying if it forced me to do shit like that, though. Like, I'd rather die, even in a permadeath first playthrough, than to fucking be forced to do that. Will not tolerate information that gets from unsolicited sources. So now what?
One of our cities is under attack.
We need to make our way there to protect it. Will people have all different things to say now that we're here?
One, I'm going to get permission to go abroad.
I want to see Eurafrica.
I hope that we'll be home for Liberty Day.
I really wish I could spend it with my family. They're kind of all seeing little different things now.
Make sure you don't eat anything down there.
Many of the plants are poisonous to human. Then again, who would want to eat something on a totally foreign world?
The cyborg soldiers are tough.
And even when they're mortally wounded, they can self-repair using their perverted mechanical bodies. Okay.
Hellport launch sequence initiated. Crew to stations. I repeat, crew to stations.
A narrow forest with a heavy sub-vegetation great for blocking line of sight. Presence of important objectives guarantees cyborg troops be close by. In addition, you will be landing at night. Your flashlight will be automatically activated, no need to worry. What if I want to turn it off though? Select drop zone. That's like where you're gonna leave from. I guess I'll go here though, just for the fuck of it. Loadout, perks, private. Private is the kind of gameplay style that I want to go for because what even are these? I don't know what, or I guess I would have had to set them. Laser aim module, primary weapon and sidearm both have a laser module. A clear laser beam that indicates where the weapon will hit, especially useful for achieving good hits on targets. What else would it be useful for besides that? Liberator, fully automatic. Oh, whoops. Fully automatic assault rifle, reliable and powerful, is good for dealing with most threats. And I almost feel like shotguns suit me more in this kind of thing because I don't like to spray as much. But AP ammo range. The Constitution is a reproduction of the old M1903 service rifle used in ancient times. It's fairly ineffective in combat. Why? But is used in the Super Earth Armed Forces as a ceremonial rifle. Every citizen issued one when they turn 16 to encourage service. This is going to be like a RPG. Shotgun-like weapon is further development on laser carbine technology, allowing for a virtually ammunition-independent weapon, suitable for when you want an easier time hitting your target. I do like the whole whatever independent thing. Let's say you should try it. Ammo independence. Okay, there's only 4 available, I think, there, so it doesn't matter. Let's just do at least one mission because I don't have that much time here. But democracy is life itself. The ultimate way to breed consent is to make it seem like everybody's free. So it turns into just a buzzword. If it really was democracy, you wouldn't need to say it. So I haven't used this weapon really yet. The thing is, it never runs out of ammo, but it's going to probably be a little bit limited in scope. No, I like the visuals of it. I like the perspective. I like the gunplay. Gameplay is pretty fun. And even though it held off giving me a mission for a while, right, like, I'm sure it'll have a lot of variety and stuff in that way. All you got to do is wait for it to like overheat or like not overheat. You never have to worry about running out of ammo. Obviously, is the whole point of this, which is actually the best thing for me. At least I think that's how this is going to work. This whole alarm mechanic, where they're going to just spawn a number of shit, is always a problem. Or maybe you have to do that if you do let it overheat, or I don't even know. Yeah, this is kind of bullet hell vibes-ish. And I haven't had to use a revive or anything yet, but it would be kind of like... This feels like this can sometimes go on forever with the fucking number of shit that they spawn. Oh, you know what keeps happening is I keep getting blocked by the fucking bushes, because of course their armor wouldn't be enough to block this, but the what the fucking random bushes would be. I don't see where my thing is even overheating right now. I don't get it. Or why don't I have a second or third weapon either? The way they just fucking flop up like that is pretty satisfying. Which one keeps calling for it? It must be the big guy, but I can never stop him. Deploy 1 out of 2, okay. Not like I even really need this. This is gonna like revive me or something, but I'm not allowed to die regardless. Fuck. And then it's just like an endless loop, I guess, where it's like the one dude will just keep calling for more. Okay, now there comes my health. I don't know if it regenerates automatically or what. That's always a cheese mechanic. Speaking of things wrong with GTA games, that's one thing they definitely shouldn't have added in there. Is just the infinitely auto-regenerating health. Even if it only comes up to half or whatever, it just doesn't feel like it belongs in a game like that. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, our thing is overheating a little bit there, but I think the only time you have to reload is if you like it, actually let it get overheated all the way, or if you just want to unheat it like quicker, I guess. I kind of fucked up and maybe let that happen before. Why is this not doing anything? There's already 1 out of 2 before. Oh god. And this alarm mechanic is just gonna troll the shit out of you, I can just tell you right now. You can kind of face roll it for the most part here, but come on, enough of this shit, dude. We just gotta be quicker at doing this little QTE shit. Objective completed, stay on site. I don't know if you actually have to do, I mean, it says objective, but that's it? I thought we had to do a whole big thing. All objectives are complete. What the fuck? That wasn't enough. Even though I dragged it out a lot longer than it needed to be. I thought we were gonna have a bigger encounter than that. Or we need to see like an actual proper boss fight. Which is another thing that a lot of modern games, speaking of problems with modern games, like they either don't have boss fights or the boss fights are like very unsatisfying and stuff. Just for like they don't know how to do them. Oftentimes shooters are, wow, 128. Oh, we're gonna have to hold this down. Speaking of wanting a bigger encounter. Yeah, we don't even need to use our little control cheese stuff if we just use just don't do the fucking alarm, but they do it like every 0.5 seconds, so there's really no way to deal with that. This gun is pretty satisfying though, because you can just spam the shit out of it. Maybe at some point the damage won't be adequate, but what are they gonna do? Like destroy my shuttle if I don't pay attention? But yeah, there aren't enough boss fights, or you know, it takes a game like Dark Souls or something to really flesh that out. Even great games like Skyrim, you know, the dragons get old after a while, but there's not enough like unique feeling mechanics and boss fights to really flesh it out. So open world games struggle with that, shooter games struggle with that. You know, you're not going to see like a boss fight in a GTA game or even in Red Dead. It's you could kind of frame it like a boss fight, like, oh, you got to fight a tank or something, or you got to whatever, like just have a big shootout, but that's almost all it ends up being. It's just like some shootouts are slightly bigger or smaller than others, but there's nothing that really feels like a full-on boss fight. So we still didn't get the real bug encounters that we were looking for. No, fuck. I'm more scared of my own vehicles and shit than anything else, because there is that tendency of this game to almost want to troll you, to the extent that always got to clean what's on your plate, though. I don't like to leave shit there and feel like I'm escaping like a pussy there. That was a pretty short mission. All I had to do was activate the thing that I would never even use. Join the army, they said. It'll be fun, they said. 1 star. Oh no, it's giving me more. Other player deaths. Perfect run, 3 stars. Promotion, first private. Research point. We're gonna probably get more stuff to use for control in that mechanic.
Comes at a high price.
But that price can be lowered with upgrades. You have received a research point. Go to the armory and spend it on upgrades. You will get upgrade points from research point from leveling up and collecting samples. This format is always going to turn into like some sort of old school Northern Line type of thing, like where, oh, I'll play the game for like half an hour just to try it out. Even though it's meant to be more substantial than that, I just can't bring myself to do it. I've heard of Estanu before in my studies. It was once a prospect for colonization, but the idea was abandoned for some reason. Not enough oil. I hope the war is over before. Okay, we've seen that.
I think it's worth giving up a little bit of freedom.
Gain a lot of safety, especially. Didn't Thomas Jefferson or somebody have something to say about that? Those who give up freedom for liberty or for security will lose both and deserve neither. Especially the government-funded anti-burglary program, which I think is excellent.
Cameras bother me.
Cameras inside my house bother me, and I don't really need the privacy. Yeah, if you're not doing anything wrong, why would you be worried about it? Ha ha ha, the way that people fucking justify it.
We've received new equipment from Super Earth. That is fabulous.
Breaker, a reliable, low-maintenance automatic shotgun, perfect for taking out unarmored targets and handy for close encounters. We almost need like a melee ability.
More challenging planets are available.
Okay. So this is just your little cosmetic stuff. Where do we actually get to change the... I would urge you to increase your accuracy though. Rounds don't come cheap. Oh, you don't realize that I have a gun that has literally infinite ammo? He's actually judging my performance because I was spraying like a clown, but it was actually justified because I specifically went in there with an energy weapon that is made to be spammed like that. Voice chat enabled. Privacy setting, friends, private. It didn't seem like that. Oh, that one was maybe meant for like one person only anyway, but will be private, will be no voice chat. But yeah, it is a pretty fun game. How long have I been going for? I just don't feel like I have time these days to fucking do anything, but yeah, I guess I could just sort of build this sort of format as a really short, like, first look. We'll do like one mission just to try it, or like they have that stupid React content format where it's like, oh, I watched the first and last episode of a series, which I think I would hate to do something like that, like where that just ruins the series. Then why the fuck would you want to do that? You know what I mean? I'm trying to think of any sort of example of a show that wouldn't be ruined. I guess maybe like Seinfeld wouldn't be ruined like that because it doesn't really matter. What happens in the end is just sort of arbitrary and stupid anyway. They just get arrested or whatever. Spoilers. Armory, yeah, let's look at this actually. Or no, wait. This is not the actual proper armory though. This is just the cosmetic aspect here. Let's just look at like it would be this one next. I don't really get what it's showing me with respect to all these other ones. Substantial threat detected. Can't do any of these anyway. So the proving grounds we don't really have to do. This one I didn't really understand what it was showing me. You kind of have to go in order anyway, so it doesn't matter. Community influence. Kind of confusing with all those elements, and I actually crashed there, so maybe that's a sign that it's time to end off. But yeah, these little casual short sessions are a little bit disappointing in a way. Maybe we'll play Helldivers 2. Let's actually look at something to do with it. Helldivers 2. 7 out of 10. Game may be inappropriate for all ages. It didn't say that with the other one, I don't think. Yeah, I wonder how the graphics and stuff would have improved. Game only supports Japanese interface for customers in Japan. Interface for voice. What? The Galaxy's last line of offense. Enlist in the Helldivers to join the fight for freedom across a hostile galaxy in a fast, frantic, and ferocious third-person shooter. Online co-op. Oh, this one doesn't even say that it's single player, right? What the fuck? But again, even if I don't even mind if games punish you that way. Like, oh, it's meant to be played co-op, but it lets you play solo. It just means it'll be harder and you'll probably die. Yeah, see, at least the first game has a tag that says single player. That's very important to me. Like a game like Ark Survival Evolved. I understand that people might be all about it for the multiplayer and so forth, but the fact that you can at least host, even offline, a solo kind of server that you're playing on is very, very sort of transformative, because it, on one hand, it means that you can just have a solo experience, period, which I like to do, especially when it's my first time playing something. But also it means that even if they drop support for the game and it gets delisted or whatever, it means that you could always just host your own server offline or whatever and just always be able to play it. So as long as you don't oh, they made this game Magica. That's also in that sort of perspective that Total Biscuit really liked or whatever. Game is unplayable, but thankfully this magnificent person made a fix. What else did this company make? I guess I'm not really showing it, but Helldivers, I don't know why Horizon Forbidden West is on there. Or wait, this is made by Sony though, at least, or at least produced Gauntlet. Yeah, I haven't really played any of their games, but they're all kind of from the same perspective. Okay, see you tomorrow.